Hey guys, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I am taking all of my TikTok videos and squishing them together in sections. So if you're not on TikTok but would like to enjoy what I put out for other people in messaging, they're short little clips, but they're all together. Please go check out this video so that you can see the messages that I give for others. If you are on TikTok, Ally, KAT211 is my handle. And it would be awesome if you can support me there. I unfortunately don't know what I'm doing with this channel or all my other social medias. I'm getting very burnt out financially. I'm not making anything, which is great, and that's fine, but things are hitting home really hard again. So any support would be fantastic. Don't worry if you can't, but getting that like, share, and subscribe out is the most important for me at this point in time. I want to thank all of my subscribers and all the people that watch me and gain some knowledge and wisdom from me. I am so happy to have you in my life. It is beyond measure how important all of you are to me. And I'm going to continue pushing forward with what upstairs missioned me and missioned myself to do here on this planet, as I'm trying to redefine what abundance and what means of making it in this 3D world looks like. It's getting harder and harder. And I hit that rock bottom 2 years ago, and it's coming back at me again with me putting in effort every day. So I don't know where I need to change or what direction I need to fly into, but here's a new way of going about things: TikTok shorts and videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for your support and enjoy. Bye for now.
Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Acceptance. So this morning I got channeled about acceptance, of accepting that all is a source in creation, and that we all encompass the God spark. We're all fractals of it, of the one. And watching a few videos this morning, seeing still polarity playing its role here on 3D, are we coming to a point where we're going to fall back into those frequencies as we are trying to lift ourselves higher by falling into the divide? There are going to be people that you don't agree with their lifestyle choices, their morals, their upbringing, their lifestyles. You're just not going to mesh well with them. That's not the frequency and vibratory state that you're at, which is fine. But they're still a part of God. They're still a part of the one. So are you judging them, lowering your vibrations to say some nasty things about them, when we just have to accept that's an experience God wants to have through these people, and that we need to honor those things and those people? You don't have to accept their lifestyle, their choices, because you're not bringing it into your frequency. But in order for peace and harmony to fall upon this planet, we do need to accept other people that see things a whole different way than you do. We need to accept those people who are different from us and unify with them. When you sit with somebody one-on-one and have a conversation with them, they're still human, and there's still beautiful qualities about others that are different from you. Everybody has a choice, and that's God expressing itself through them, teaching us to have acceptance, tolerance, and to see the God within all things. Are you able to do that? Are you able to see the God in all things? this is a big test for humanity right now, because we have a lot of polarity playing out. We need to choose to see all as God having an expression through all. And we need to understand the unity consciousness that we're all going to come and combine together. So are you going to leave yourself out just because you have a strong feeling for other people that you probably don't understand? You can't be empathetic and put yourself in their shoes? Or are you going to take a deeper dive and a deeper look? I know there's a lot of propaganda and politicizing over certain movements and certain groups of people in the world that are shining inappropriate things to our children. And I understand that, but that's not all. It's a program, it's an agenda, and not everybody feeds into it. Even the people that are a part, but not necessarily a part of that group, those people are not happy with that stuff either. We need to understand that God works through all things, and we need to see the lessons and the teachings in all things. When you take the step back and you take the eagle-eye view and look down and you see how things are being played out and why certain people are certain ways, that's God expressing itself through that person. So who are you to judge? We need higher and bigger acceptance. We don't need to tolerate certain things. We don't need to align with these people or certain things, whatever it is that you see different in others. But we need to stop the hatred. We need to come and unify. So, look at where you're at. Look at your morals and standards. And understand how God runs through all things. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding and protection energy. Please go within. Be the lighthouse for others. Be the shoulder for somebody to lean on. Amish mindset, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Today, there's something that weighs on me because it's something that I feel we all need to understand. We, as a soul, before we came into these vehicles, contracted our beginning to our end with Source and our higher selves and the guides and our soul tribe and our family. We all designated roles for each other, diseases and actions we would take to have a catalyst in our life for ultimate soul growth. In each of these experiences that we go through is something that we should not be judging on others for the experiences that they need to grow their soul. A lot of people right now in our collective are getting sick or having heart issues or illnesses, per se, due to a catalyst that happened just a few years ago where the world shut down. And people on the side that didn't do that action are judging others for the experience that is needed for those other souls to grow from. We have to understand that each and every one of us has a stage that we play a role on, that we orchestrated, that we already wrote, and now we're playing it out. And so are they. We need to stop judging other people for doing this. Oh, they were the sheep, they followed the flock. Okay, but do you understand their contract with Source? Why are you judging them? Why are we slandering these people? Maybe they needed an out, and this was the best opportunity for them to have that out. Not everybody can carry the higher frequencies in their vehicles. Not everybody is meant to shift. And we got to honor that. They're going to get their galactic spacesuits, their galactic new suits, their new vehicles when they are ascending. It wasn't their time. They wrote it in their script. They wrote their beginning into their parents. They chose their parents. They chose their lives, their circumstances, their catalysts, and so did you. So when we are pointing fingers at other people for what they chose, you're judging them. So we need to stop this. I can't imagine the feeling I had when walking in the building that I used to work in, and everybody thought I legitimately was going to kill them. But that was the programming I needed to understand that I wasn't a part of. That was the agenda I was not a part of. That was the catalyst for me to get the hell out of there. I suffered greatly for it, but it taught me so much more about myself I can't even imagine. Each and every one of us chooses what catalysts we need in our life, whether that be in a relationship, a disease, or someone around us going through something very hard and having to be and bear witness to it and be the shoulder for them. When we stop pointing fingers at what the other selves that God is expressing through is doing, and that their choices are theirs alone, and we stop with the separation, we will be able to move forward as a society together with them. The people who did this, who survived, might have some complications and might be going through some health issues, but that is asking us to have compassion for them. How do we move forward into unity, into fourth density, into fifth dimensional energies, if you're not compassionate to all things and beings? Just because you don't have the same viewpoint doesn't mean that they don't matter in the view, because they do. Remember, it's a stage. It's a play. We're all playing roles. Learn where the lessons are. Stop judging others. And together we will increase this beautiful frequency. Sending each and every one of you love, like a passion, grace, shielding and protection energy. Please be safe, be seen, go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody from Northwest Indiana. This saved my life yesterday. Women, I'm calling you out to empower yourself, to defend yourself and your property. So last night, I went to Viking's house, came home, unpacked the car, left the door open because I'm getting laundry out of the car, and a car pulls into my mini driveway. So I have a driveway that goes down into, it's a steep climb, and I have a mini driveway that's on the street. My house is far set back onto the property. So unless you know me, you're not really pulling into my driveway. A car pulls up with their fog lights and brights on. Pulls in, tinted windows, can't see anything. Now, if somebody's going to deliver something to me at 10 o'clock at night, it's usually Amazon or food delivery, which I don't do. But if you're lost, usually a door opens, hey, I'm lost, whatever. Nothing of that sort. No window down, nothing. I pop my lights on as I see the car pulling in, and I step outside, and there we are. Hi. Really? Really? pulls back, turns this way, and then watches me as I'm sitting there ready to engage. I should have had this baby out too, because I can swing an axe. Ladies, I don't know this person's intention. I can't make accusations if they were trying to traffic me or not. You know, when you're driving by yourself, you're a female, you should feel safe. But we still live in a matrix. We still live in 3D. I open carry for that reason. It's my constitutional right. Indiana's constitutional carry. And I wear this thing on me at all times, unless I'm going into a building that doesn't allow it. Protect yourselves. Stand in your empowerment. I don't care how love and light and peaceful I am. Because once that line is crossed, that comes out. Stand in your spiritual authority and your authority. And that goes for you men too. I sleep with this too. Sleep. Yeah, that's right. I sleep with a knife. When you're alone and you live alone, you don't F around. You just don't. So just be aware of your surroundings at all times. I hate to live in survivor mode. I did that in New York City half my life. Wasn't allowed to have this, but I had other things to protect myself. Make sure you go out and make sure you're protecting yourself. And for those who I could have said, hey, this is child trafficking or this is trafficking, it probably might have been. I don't know the intentions of the person behind the wheel of that car. I don't assume. If you're not getting out of your car to deliver me a package and you're just slowly watching me, get ready, because the odds are stacked even. I don't mess around. Women, empower yourselves. Get training. Get your self-defense going. It might be a spiritual war, but it also is a physical war. And they're still out there trying to get their shit going. So make sure you're protecting yourself. Empower yourself to stand on your 2 feet and fight. Because that's all we got. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, protection, shielding, and grace. I had grace yesterday. Please be the shoulder, be the lighthouse. Happy Flag Day, and happy birthday, 45. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Today I would like to talk about forgiveness. Growing up, my parents knew not. They didn't know any better. With whatever circumstance that I've had, forgiveness is something I had to learn how to give and how to forgive myself. That is the forefront of it all. Forgiveness of self. I had to forgive myself for feeling guilt, shame. I had to forgive myself for the things that my parents knew not. The name calling, the abusive language that they use sometimes. They only did it out of anger. They didn't know any better. We have to learn how to forgive. I had to do something very hard. When I was 34, I found my my birth family, and my mother took her life. She didn't hold out. She needed to take an exit, and that was the one she chose. I wish she would have stayed, but that was her contract with Source. I had to forgive myself for not finding her fast enough, and I had to forgive her for that act. I really wish I would have been able to meet her and to hold her and to give her a hug, but I could do that energetically anytime that I would like. But most people don't have that ability to think that they can. Forgive yourself. Guilt is something a lot of us hold that you need to shed. Use the forgiveness, for they know not. For people act on agendas, for people acting on narratives, and they're acting on their instincts and feelings. They're not expanded enough to understand a bigger picture. And a lot of people that have parent issues have this guilt, or they hate their parents for they know not. Parents did abusive things, said abusive things, didn't do the best by their children. And I'm in all these categories, by the way. And I had to sit there and really start forgiving both my adopted and biological parents. I have a father that's out there who doesn't do much for me. My only last parent standing. Whatever. I forgive him, and I'm moving on. My parents that raised me. There's some damage there that I had to forgive them because they knew not. They only knew the program that they were raised in. They didn't understand me. They allowed me to be me, but they didn't understand me. And some harmful things were said, but I forgive them because they know not. If you look at religion and you look at Yeshua, what does he say? For they know not. Forgive. It's the biggest blessing that can happen to your life. You release, let it go, and move forward. Because when you sit in hate, when you sit in resentment, when you sit in the guilt, when you sit in whatever the negative emotion is, you're not allowing yourself to be free. You're not allowing yourself to move forward. So forgive for whatever it is. And I get personal because I want you all to know that the path of healing and the path of forgiveness is a forever long journey. And we're all going through it, no matter what stage of involvement and ascension you're on it. You're at. There's my dyslexia for you. Sending each and every one of you love, like a Ash and grace, shielding and protective energy. Please be safe, be seen. Check out my YouTube channel, Allykat211. I do really fantastic readings there. And my website, Allykat211.com, where you can check out my artwork. Thank you for the support. Love you all, and see you on the next one. Bye. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations, and the last couple of days have been cray-cray. That's saving my life, and yes, I should know better not to show what I have on me, but it worked. As we're moving around this 3D matrix, watching the matrix the other day, it's how do we get out of this insanity? When we're looking at the world and our reality that we're perceiving, it's kind of a struggle for all of us as things and prices are going up. That potential issue that I had the other day where I thought that could possibly be trafficking, what are we doing as a society to move the frequency up so we're stepping outside of those boundaries? We're getting out of the matrix. Or we're forming our new consciousness, the new earth. Because we gotta collectively do this. This is not just my reality. What I'm perceiving is me. And everybody's a backdrop person. We need to come into a realization that it takes all of us to raise awareness, to change the way things are being done. And I know there's a lot of political people out there trying to stop trafficking in general, but child trafficking and other stuff of that nature. What are you doing at a grassroots level at home? Because it's been a problem all over the place. But how do we rise above to a new frequency? My specialty is pulling oracle cards. This is Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you. But do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique and beautiful, highly spiritual path. So whether you are religious or not, it doesn't necessarily matter. Do you love yourself? This is the empowerment I was speaking about in the last video. Are you empowering yourself? When you love yourself, you're going to defend yourself. You gotta love the wind of the Midwest. Are you coming into your empowerment? That's most important, because if you don't love yourself, you're not defending yourself. You're not defending your property. You're standing outside of a paradigm of you're going to allow everybody to power over you. You need to take control of your reality, just like Neo did, just like in Dark City, really good movie. I highly suggest that. Came out before The Matrix. Very Matrix-like. We gotta look at what those movies are telling us. We gotta see what reality is. You gotta love this area. You gotta see what is it trying to tell you and what can you take away from those movies as a learning. That did help me yesterday, the day before. I did ground. And it made me realize that more of us humans need to stand and rise in our own power and stand there and believe in ourselves. Are you believing in yourself? Are you defending yourself? Are you empowering yourself? Are you going within? If not, there's some work to do, and we're all on that journey. So take it, claim it, and own it, because you're important and you're needed in this battle. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protection energy. Please go within, be the shoulder for someone to lean on, be the lighthouse for people to find you, seed those little seedlings of truth, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for just watching me. Check out my YouTube channel, Allykat211. I do a lot of reading there. And my website, Allykat211.com, with all my artwork. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Wants me to read you some oracle cards because that's one of my specialties. I shuffled and chose the cards just randomly. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is it to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Be the flow. Don't go with it or against it. Be the flow. Be the flow of your life. We are always in flux with energy because we're still in 3D. So when you go and be the flow, you're going to flow with the current and stream of energy that you're putting out. So learn how to ride it. Learn how to alchemize that mind. Look past what you feel are your incapabilities. Instead, focus on everything you have achieved so far. It is okay to acknowledge your weakness, but keep in mind that they don't define you. Your strength and your beautiful soul are clear for all to see. Remember definitions of what we give words and things. What you're not strongest at is something that someone else is strong at. And sometimes we have to come into that awareness that we're not going to be the best at everything. But looking at what you have achieved in your life, I bet you that list is a lot longer than it is on the other side. Guardian angels. We have at least one guardian angel who lovingly oversees all the events of our lives. Guardian angels are messengers of light whose divine mission is to protect and guide humanity along its sacred journey. Their love for each of us is unconditional, so no matter what you do or don't do, you are always worthy of their love, and that's absolutely the truth. Your higher guidance, your higher over souls, all the things that make you up are not here to judge you, because you're here to have an experience that Source is having through you. So all those mistakes, all those oopsie moments, they're not judging you, because that's a way to gain and learn from those experiences. It's about learning and about walking through that wisdom to understand, oops, I did something wrong. Okay, how do I fix it, and what did I learn from it? Gratitude. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. Very important to have gratitude. And that is just the universe saying thank you to all of you. Wellness. This is about tuning into your body, getting right with your body. And each and every one of us has a different type of body and different type of chemical reactions within our body. So what works for you might not work for somebody else. But trying to be with harmony within your body is necessary right now. Because next we have manifestation, which we need to meditate in order to have wellness, to understand where in our body we might be blocked. But manifestation, what are you manifesting into your reality? Are you going to apply every card that was here to manifest your reality? You alone are the one that can do this. So I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, protection, and shielding energy. Please go within. Please, I hope you guys take something away from that reading and those cards. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.
All remarkable that most mystical and little understood sign and symbols should be relegated to black magic. For what man does not understand he fears, and what he fears he endows with sinister motives and evil powers, then tries to appropriate through fear instead of understanding through love. Bing effing go! Bingo! Bingo! I'm going to reread that. Bingo! It is therefore not at all remarkable that this most mystical and little understood sign and its symbols should be relegated to black magic. For what man does not understand he fears, and what he fears he endows with sinister motives and evil powers, then tries to propagate through fear instead of understanding through love. Bingo. This is and ever has been the true origin of devil worship. Even the most revered and adorned of Christian symbols, the crucifix, it turned upside down because of black magic symbol and is used in certain cults. The dreaded Baphomet, or the goat of Mendes, as he is sometimes called, in his true meaning, therefore, represents man in his highest attainment of power, becoming to the extent that he rules over the beast within himself, the aspirant to godhood.
Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I hope you're having a blessed and fantastic day. Preparing for first contact. Again, I'm being validated with everything that I say on my YouTube channel. Your third dimensional consciousness is not able to realize that you can choose your own thoughts and emotions, much less you can choose to create the frequency of reality that you choose, big key word there, to perceive. Your third dimensional expression of self is not able to recognize that you are creating your outer world by your frequency of thoughts and frequency of emotions, that you choose to accompany these thoughts with no time to deeply ponder your choices and no space for you to travel in order to achieve your goal. The fifth dimension is often perceived as a fleeting idea, a blink of an eye, or an idea that flows through your mind more quickly than you can understand it. I know a lot of us are going through that. When you download a new operating system into your computer, or if you even download new updates into your computer must adapt to these changes. If you do not adapt to these changes, you will not be able to use your computer to its greatest ability. I talk about the operating system. When you accept these downloads, you are no longer just a 3D human, because you have initiated your consciousness return to your multi-dimensional human. However, you must release your old programs before you can fully embrace your new programs. If you cannot release your attachment to your third dimensional expression of self, you will not be able to perceive and fully download the fourth dimensional upgrades that are flowing into your reality. I'm going to leave that right here. Preparing for First Contact by Suzanne Lai. Very important that we understand what is happening physically to us, emotionally to us. We are purging a lot. We're purging the old to the new paradigm. So we are letting go of the old self and moving into the new self, which creates a lot of confusion because we're all on different levels of where this pulling away from each other is. We're in different sections of the stadium where all of our other higher selves are sitting in the stands watching us metamorphosize into the beautiful butterfly that we are. But there's other people in the audience that are not there yet. They're just watching. And their habits, their old way of thinking, their old paradigm is still affecting yours. We got to learn how to detach so that you can move forward, so that you can go on your journey, because it is a solo journey. We got to unify consciously to have this outside world manifest what we all want and we all come to terms with. But the journey is really yourself. And that's a hard thing to swallow sometimes, and we are too attached to material things at times, people, places, and things. So this is a time that we're all in the middle of, and it's very confusing and sometimes it's very draining. Please take self-care into account and go within. Your soul knows what to do. It's prepping you. Sit out in nature and ground. I know I have rain incoming, I have storms incoming. Look at this mess. But guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace. shielding, and protective energy. Please be safe, be seen, be the shoulder for somebody to lean on, be the lighthouse for others to find, seed what is true to you, and go within. Bye for now. Hi everybody, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. Blessings. The universe has been testing me. Yesterday was one of my bigger tests. Amish mindset. So I have friends, they're considered my soul family, who needed help. Something unexpected happened where one of their animals have to have surgery. And because it's an unexpected expense and it's pricey expense that they can't afford at the moment, and this surgery needs to get done, I decided to put myself out there to help them get help from others. And this is how Amish mindset works. It's a chain of succession, so if you can't financially help, but you can share the post, or you could put it on your social media, you are the chain of help, because someone else out there might go, oh my goodness, sure, I'm gonna help. Because if you doing that, that chain grows. It's your free will choice to do such things. And yesterday, I am so thankful and blessed by how many people stepped up to the plate to do Amish mindset in any way, shape, or form. I know that I held the kitty in my lap and I poured so much healing light onto this poor cat. It purred and my heart melted. There was a lot of disdain, a lot of spewing, a lot of things that were said, felt from me, that was projected, that was negative. Why? We gotta stop doing that. You want to help, but, that's the big word, the but. Why are you expressing your energy in that way? If you can't help and you don't want to share, why are you making comments? I know most people in their heart space want to help, but they don't know how to, or they can't, which is fine. It's fine. But why do you have to throw a negative pretense in comments? Why do you have to lower the vibe? And normally, what follows after the but is something kind of like a shiv, packaged with a bow. I want to support you, but I don't go on that channel. I want to support you, but we gotta stop doing that. Because I don't want to view you or anybody and go, why? Okay, so you're not a supportive person. Why are you even saying such things? We got to realize how we're projecting our words and how others are taking it in. The universe tested me. Instead of going off and making probably not the best choices of words that I could use, I held myself back, I transmuted my energy, and I let it go. Because I realized yesterday people are only at the frequency of where they're at, and they're not in the higher awareness. They claim they're awake, but you're not awake. You're still sleeping to so many concepts and things. When your conscious awareness is in your state of now, and you understand how you're projecting your words, how you're using your words, and how others are taking them in, that would be better. But a lot of people don't act in those ways. A lot of it is subconscious, unconscious, and it's projected in, it's not taken the right way. So please watch what you're saying and doing. I know I had to refrain myself from going off yesterday because I'm disappointed in people and their actions and their words. You don't have to make comments that are going to lower people's frequency when it's an animal that needs help, that is sick. That just gives negative energy in that situation. Why are you doing that? we are at a point where we need to start coming together and being unified. And if you can't do those things, then why are you expending your energy to express your opinion that is negative? Try to uplift others. And if you can't, for whatever the reason is, then silence is the best remedy. Sending everybody love, light, compassion, grace, protection, and shielding energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder to lean on. Be the lighthouse. And if you can't do that, step back. We need everybody more than ever. It doesn't matter what what somebody's asking for help for. Sending prayers is better than nothing. But coming in and doing and saying negative things, why are you wasting your energy on that? Have a blessed day, guys. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Oh, man. I get so many questions from so many lovely souls. And what I would like to just imply and impress on everybody is go in and use your intuition first. Any sort of information that you're getting, go inside yourself and ask the deep, deep questions first before you ask somebody, because I bet you the answers are within you. You're a very powerful soul. Why are you denying your power? We tend to doubt ourselves, our inner voice. We're trained to do that. We're trained not to ask ourselves, we're trained to ask everybody else for the answer. The answers lie within you. I promise. And not everybody's answer is going to be the same, because each and every one of us is from a different ray of God, a different paradigm, a different star system. We all have differences. That's the beautiful expression Source is playing through each and every one of us. But there's a lot of commonalities in what you're seeking. I stopped asking others first for my answers. I now ask myself. And I tap into myself and into my intuition to get those answers. And not all the time are they going to come in a snap. Sometimes they come in signs and symbols. Sometimes I'm watching something and it answers my question. You have to allow yourself, the higher-ended selves, to come and give you the answer. But you have to be patient. And not all questions that you ask are going to be answered right away. I know for myself, I want to know my soul's name, and they won't give it to me because I have to work for it. No one else is going to be able to tell me. Not even the mediums that I see are going to be able to tell me my name, because my higher self will not disclose it just yet. It's not my time to know. So it depends on the questions you're asking, but if it's everyday mundane questions about political stuff, about is this real, is this true, go inside yourself first and see how it feels. If you like muscle test the answer. That's all you gotta do. Why are we throwing our energy away? Don't do that. And if the answer can't come and the curiosity is going to kill the cat kind of thing, then ask. I don't mind answering questions for people, but I want you to seek it within first. We tend to impose on other people the answers that are within you. And my answers might not be right for you to hear. The world is a very mysterious and wonderful place. It's very chaotic. Make sure you're going within. Make sure you're doing the work on yourself to clear all that is going on in your auric field, in your etheric field, and your mitochondrial DNA. It's upgrading. I know I have a lot of ascension symptoms, and I know a lot of people do too. I have a lot of unsuppressed trauma and stuff that I'm working through. It doesn't end. Healing never ends. It's just a level of healing, and it unfolds like a lotus. So each layer has something for you to heal from, and sometimes it's unconscious. I don't know. I thought I cleared that stuff. It happens, and be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself space and time, and your answers will come. Stop doubting yourself and stop doubting your intuition for the answers that lie within you. Your truth is the only thing that matters. But don't imply and impose it on others. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please be safe, be seen, be the shoulder for someone to lean on. Be the lighthouse for you to shine your light and for others to find you. Seed what you know and your experiences, because more people are waking up, more people need us. Sending each and every one of you love and compassion. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Blessings. Hi, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Your soul, what inhabits your vehicle, is like a diamond. It's a rare gem with many, 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 many different facets. Your expressed, your soul, your fractal is in a lot of things. And a lot of people are going around with the starseed thing and the Arcturians, the Venusians, the Palladians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Antarians, and all the other beautiful star clusters that make up our sky or firmament. You are a part of all of those. Your star family, you already exist there. You're up there already. That's just a bigger fractal of you. You're faceted in so many things, in nature spirits, in the elementals, all of it. Don't deny these things. Don't hide yourself from these things. You are a beautiful essence of Source, and Source is all things. So stop eliminating your perception just because you can't see it, just because it's something outside of yourself. It is yourself. That starship that's probably whizzing by in another dimensional space, there's a part of you on one of those ships. There's a part of you with Source. There's a part of you in the angelics. There's a part of you in all things. Stop limiting what your soul is just because right now, out of these two physical eyes, you can't see it, perceive it. But a lot of you are burning inside knowing it. A lot of you are inside yourself, knowing it, winning it, and owning it. But many people are questioning these things, and I just want to help confirm some of those notions that some of you have. It's all within. Go within. Your soul is in so many things, in many different densities, many different dimensional spaces, all the way up to Source. All your spirit guides are little essences of you, made up of other essences, but you're still in there. So next time you question your soul family, your star family, or any of these outside of yourself things, they're not outside of you. It's all within. They're you. They're just different forms of you. And that's what makes us a unique expression of a unique rare gem that you can pluck in the middle of the earth. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protection energy. Please go within, be the shoulder to lean on, be the lighthouse for others, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Amish Mindset. Bye for now. Blessings. Grand Rising, everybody. Today I would like to talk about some trauma and how I have cleared it. So I'm from a closed adoption, and I didn't know anything about my birth or my life up until the age of 34 when I did a DNA test and found my relatives. And a lot of things growing up didn't make sense. I always felt abandoned. And until I found out that I never was held by my mother, not even touched, I wasn't placed on her tummy or her stomach or chest just to get contact. I've always had that feeling that most children have. Even if you're from a not the best mom, I never had that touch. And I've always felt abandoned. And later on, I understood my contract with her, contract with the greater source of all things. And I understood why I had to be abandoned. Why? It was all out of love. Not out of fear, it was out of love. I was contracted to be here, and she was the one to do it. And when I understood that, I dissolved that abandonment feeling. Because my whole life, I felt abandoned by everybody. When people left me, I didn't know why. I felt abandoned when my friends left me. I didn't understand back then why people left me. I always went to the extreme negative of abandonment other than they're just not for me. And they're walking away. Great, goodbye. I didn't have that attitude back then. Adoptees, especially closed adoptions, there is a lot of trauma that has to be healed because of unknowns. Some people never know. Some people find out later in life, like I have. Thank goodness I was persistent in my search. But not everybody gets lucky. So for those of you who are dealing with trauma and abandonment especially, you have to go down to the root of the why. You have to go down into the understanding that things happen for a reason you contracted, and that where is a lesson. When I figured out that the greatest thing that my mother did for me was give me another chance with another family that raised me into the beautiful human being that I am, gave me opportunities she couldn't, that's out of love. And from that point, a lot of that trauma dissolved. And I'm better for it, for understanding that. It's a great lesson to learn. I see Little Thor. If you guys don't know about Little Thor, go check out my shorts on YouTube. He's over there in my yard. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding and protection energy. Please go within. Please ask the deeper why questions. And some of those questions you can't answer. But know that it is from divine orchestration. It's from divine love. And know that all serves a purpose for your greatest growth and learning. You're never alone. It may feel like that, but you're never alone. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Please be safe, be seen. Bye for now.